Is it a good time to buy? Is it a good time to sell? This video covers Marin County real estate news that you won't see anywhere else. Hang on to the end for my take on recession. Let's get to it. Hey, if you're looking to buy or sell a home, reach out to me as I love to help people make a smart move. Okay, let's look at the information current through Wednesday of this week and straight off the MLS, which stands for Multiple Listing Service, the gold standard of information. So home prices teeter with supply and demand. Let's look at supply. There are currently 326 active listings in Marin County and 56 new listings. Both are down from last week. You can see here, over here, and here. Both are down from last week, so supply is lessening. What about demand? 48 homes closed this past week. By the way, closes are our most lagging information regarding demand for homes because the contracts were written in the past, likely an average of about 30 days ago. But we have more current information with pending sales, and there were 39 of those. Last, we can see that the most current information regarding demand in homes by looking at those that are contingent, and there were 37 of those this past week. Overall, these look down just like the supply. Note that some of the homes that are contingent will never make it to pending or to the closed information, as some will likely fall out of contract and then they will be back on the market. Speaking of that, this week there are 9 homes that are back on the market, up from last week, and 31 homes had a reduction in price, down from last week. Okay, now let's look at some closer details about the specific homes. If you are currently out looking for homes, this will be helpful for you. Here are the homes that are back on the market. Note, if there are any homes here that were of interest to you, they are back on the market because their deals fell through and the sellers are going to be just a little bit more anxious to find a buyer. It's human nature. And here are the homes with a reduced price. Note that my information shows the total reductions a home has had, not just the last reduction in price that you'll see on Zillow. On the right side, the far right, you will see the dollar reduction and also the percentage reduction. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one making these calculations. Anyway, here the seller has made the dreaded decision to consider lowering prices. These homes may now be a great price, but be aware that sometimes sellers lower the price so much that it then attracts multiple offers again, a situation that is never fun for buyers, even if it's only 2 potential offers. And I'm gonna move down here just a little bit to make sure that you can see all the different homes. Okay, moving on. Last, here are the homes that closed this past week. 17 closed below list price with an average of 8% below list price. 6 homes closed at about list price, and 26 homes closed above list price with an average of 7% above list price. And once again, I have to move through this so you can see it a little bit more. The ones at the top now are the ones that closed at list price, and I'm coming up to the last little group, which are the homes that closed above list price. And by the way, I have no idea why my video is so bleached all of a sudden. I'll work on that for next week. Sorry about that. In the meantime, now I'm going to show you the price statistics for the first half of July. And here we are. The first chart on this side shows you the average active price so far to July 18th is up 3.8%. That's the price that sellers are hoping to get. That's not the actual sold prices. Those are below here as the average sold price, and those are down 3.5%. And then on the average price per square foot, always like to use the combination of the two. From July 1st to July 18th, the price per square foot is now down 0.8%. So it's not down as much as the average prices, which on an apples to apples basis suggests that prices haven't fallen as much as you might think. Last, I mentioned last week that I'd share my take on recession this week. In my humble opinion, I think the odds are very high that we will enter a recession within the next 3 quarters. While the recent news cycle has been positive, news is always looking at the latest evidence and not the whole big picture. It's so short term. seems there are many potential problems lurking under our economic hood. Have we seen the full cycle of commercial leases coming up in buildings where the businesses left or cut back on space because they now have remote workers? Will buildings be leased at much lower rates, or will buildings need to be sold for deep discounts? Will there be more heavy bank losses because of those changes? What about the effect of foreclosure moratoriums and student loan payments coming to an end? Plus, we still have inflation, which could still go back up or prove to hit a spot of stickiness where it becomes very resistant to falling more. So the positive news cycle we are currently hearing, like a soft landing is coming, that could be correct. But the same things were said in 2008, and there still are a whole lot of unknowns. So why do I care about recession in buying or selling a home? Current home buyers that plan to stay in their home for 10 years and can weather the recession can likely ride through the ups and downs of the real estate market. Sellers, on the other hand, as I mentioned last week, are still getting great prices for their homes now, and recession would make that much more challenging. But for other buyers who have not yet purchased a home, recession can bring on great pricing and quickly. In the financial crisis of 2008 in Marin County, prices didn't bottom until 2012, but about 4/5 of the price drop was available that very first year of the financial crisis. Still, maybe it's not great to wait for a big recession because it might not ever happen. That is, one that would trigger really big drops. It's just not guaranteed to happen. And like I said last week, waiting a long time to start your new home life may not be the best personal decision. If this information was helpful, please type helpful in the comments to encourage me to keep providing it. Have a great day.